This is Praslin, the second largest island in Seychelles. It is a true paradise for beach and nature lovers, home to the rare coco de mer, and the gateway to Seychelles' giant tortoises on Curious Island. In this video, I'll share information on how to get to Praslin, where to stay, and things to do. So let's go! First, how to get to Praslin. There are two ways to get to the island, by ferry or by plane. The cheapest option is to take a ferry. There are several ferry companies that operate between the islands. We chose to travel with Cat Cocos, one of the largest ferry companies in Seychelles. The ferry ride from Mahe to Praslin takes about 1 hour and 15 minutes and costs us around 60 euros per person. A little tip: if you're prone to seasickness, be sure to bring appropriate medication. The sea can be quite rough and many people on board got sick. Luckily, we were fine. Another option to get to Praslin is by plane. Air Seychelles operates small planes that fly between Mahe and Praslin. The flight takes just 20 minutes, but tickets are more expensive than ferry tickets. Where to stay on the island? There are a variety of accommodation options in Praslin, from budget-friendly guest houses to luxurious resorts. The best place to stay for you will depend on your budget, travel preferences, and what you want to see and to do on the island. We stayed at Tortorail Holiday Home for 3 nights. It was a basic but spacious accommodation with its own kitchen. We visited Seychelles during the low season, so it was a bit quiet in many places. If we had to choose again, we would stay in the area of Côte d'Or Beach because it's a bit more lively with more takeaways and restaurants in the neighborhood. Things to do in Praslin. Praslin is a beautiful island with plenty to see and to do. Here are a few of our recommendations. First, rent a car. Even though Praslin is a bit smaller than Mahe, we still recommend renting a car if you want to explore the island. All the sites are quite spread out, so you need to cover some distance. With a car, you can go everywhere at your own pace and you're not dependent on public transportation. We rented a car from Creole Cars. The price was 50 euros per day, and we also added an extra insurance for a deductible of 500 euros for 10 euro per day. In Praslin, you'll find a number of stunning beaches. Here are our favorites. First up, Anse Lazio, a sprawling white sand beach located on the northwest of the island. The beach is surrounded by lush green palm trees and azure blue waters. At both ends of the beach, you will find massive granite boulders, the giant rocks that Seychelles is known for. Anse Lazio is free to visit, but if you visit the beach by car, you will have to pay for parking. We paid about 7 euros for the whole day. Next to Anse Lazio, you will find a small and secluded beach surrounded by palm trees and granite rocks called Petite Anse Lazio. This little piece of paradise is one of our favorite beaches in Seychelles, also because you can snorkel here very well. Keep in mind that this is not a beach to lie down and relax, because it's very small. At high tide, there is hardly any sand to lie on, so try to visit the beach at low tide. Petite Anse Lazio is accessible by a short hike, approximately 10 minutes from Anse Lazio. A link to the location of the starting point of the hike can be found in the description, since it's a bit hard to find at first. And make sure you visit this beach early in the morning, since it's even more beautiful when you have this place all to yourself. Then, Anse Georgette, an idyllic beach located on the grounds of the luxury resort Constance Lemuria. Fortunately, Anse Georgette is still accessible to everyone, so even if you're not staying at the resort, you can still visit. From the gate of the hotel, it's about a half-hour walk to the beach. Keep in mind that it's not a flat road and there are quite a few differences in altitude. Anse Georgette is located in a bay, which makes the water calm and ideal for swimming. If you're lucky, you might even spot turtles here. Last, Côte d'Or Beach, a long white sand beach located in the north of Praslin. It's one of the most popular beaches on the island, as it's surrounded by several guest houses, restaurants, and takeaways. This beach is also located in a bay, which makes the water calm and ideal for swimming. Are you looking for a fun photo spot? At Côte d'Or Beach, you will find a leaning palm tree where you can take some Instagram-worthy shots. Another fun activity is to look for the coco de mer, a unique palm and fruit that is only found naturally in Seychelles, specifically in Praslin and Curious Island. The fruit, also known as the sea coconut, is actually a kind of double coconut that, when fully grown, has a diameter of 40 to 50 centimeters and can weigh up to 30 kilos. The coco de mer is protected, so the fruits may not be collected. In Praslin, you will find two parks where you can see these unique palms, namely the Vallée de Mai Nature Reserve or the Font Ferdinand Nature Reserve. Both parks have beautiful walking trails that take you past the coco de mer. We ourselves chose to visit Font Ferdinand because this park is much less touristy, has a beautiful viewpoint and is a bit cheaper. We paid about 300 Seychelles rupees per person, while Vallée de Mai Nature Reserve cost about 450. One of the highlights of our trip to Praslin was our visit to Curious Island. Curious Island is home to the coco de mer, various endemic birds, several hiking trails, and of course, hundreds of Seychelles giant tortoises. The latter is the reason many people visit Curious Island. Another fun activity you can do here is hiking the Petite Anse Lazio nature trail. In about 1 hour, you walk through a mangrove forest via the longest boardwalk in Seychelles to the other side of the island. Then, how to get to Curious Island. If you want a carefree day and combine your visit to Curious Island with a snorkel stop in St. Pierre Island, then it's easiest to book a day tour. The prices of the different tours often includes transfers, entrance fees, snorkeling gear, drinks, and a barbecue on the beach. Would you rather save some money though? You can also choose to travel to Curious Island yourself by taking a water taxi from Côte d'Or Beach. We paid 50 euros for a return trip and also paid around 300 rupees per person entry fee. Make sure to agree with the person who takes you to the island what time he will pick you up again and on which side of the island he will come and get you. About food and drinks. Praslin has a variety of restaurants and takeaways where you can eat in or take away and, for example, eat on the beach. Some of our favorites are Vero's, Silwa Reggae Bar, Cafeteria and Takeaway, and Pirogue Restaurant and Bar. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it and found it helpful, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to my channel with notifications on so you don't miss any future videos. I hope to see you for my next one. Bye!